Two rivals walk in, they lock each other's eyes. 1,000-yard stare, only one will win the prize. The music turns on, the meter's turning red. The dance floor lights up, and then the DJ said, it's a dance-off between you and me. Who's the best here? We will soon see. It's a dance-off between you and me. Who's the best here? We will soon see. The first B-boy went breaking on the floor, bent and twirled to win, he was ready for more. The rival replied in a similar way, serving up a dance that burned the poor dude away. It's a dance-off between you and me. Who's the best here? We will soon see. It's a dance-off between you and me. Who's the best here? We will soon see.
First guy's all about the mountains. He's an engineer gonna design fountains. Smartest tool in the shed, prefers pink over red. With his brains he'll make more than thousands. Two men of fire and ice, which model will he pick? No need to roll the dice, the right choice will click. Second dude's all about the beach. Surfer's got style, keeps the fans out of reach. With a sexy by the sea, what all guys wanna be. He rocks green swag up upon the twilight sun. A man emerges within purple light. He's hungry for some fun. While traveling east, the pink neon paradise awaits. His heart's been won. Purple and pink unite. Hey, look at me, I'm sitting here sad and lonely. Yeah. I don't have a fire, but a single desire to never have to hear you say I have a boyfriend. And I see the hot jocks walking down hands in locks, and I never want to hear them say I have a boyfriend. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way. Bounce your pecs to the left, bounce your pecs to the right. Bounce your pecs up and down, bounce your pecs all around. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every day. Bounce, bounce, bounce your pecs, bounce them every way. Bounce your pecs. Let's get poppin'. Two guys kissing in enjoying each other. Goosebumps rising, a smile full of color. Soft supple chest, warm to the touch. Muscles full of power, feast never too much. The hot tub's firing up, suds are foaming over, jets are shooting.
Let's get this stream started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
How's it going, everyone? It's Dicer Blue here, and welcome to this special YouTube stream. And, we got the Stream Element spot now. Stream Element spot ready to learn how to customize the bot here. Yeah, I just started that, I think, last week or so. I still need to get Stream Element set up. But, so this stream's going to be a little special. It is a, so for those of you that watched last time, I did a run of the City of the Damned on Heretic, and had an AI Tyler companion helping me out here. Decided to ditch the AI Tyler companion because his memories were all messed up, and wasn't really what I was looking for. So this is attempt number 2, but the reason for attempt number 2, we've got a lot more characters to choose from. We've got 10 characters, but before we begin, there's a couple disclaimers here. One, treat everything that these guys say as works of fiction. This should go without saying, but the TCS cast, they are not real. They are fictional characters that are powered by AI, and so do not take their words as gospel. I've heard unfortunate things in the news about people doing unfortunate things because of what they hear on AI. So I'm trying to cover my bases here. Just let everyone know that yes, treat this as fiction. These are not real. Yeah, this is not real. So, but the interactions may seem real, but they are not. So that's that thing out of the way. Also, the 10 characters here, with the this is kind of like a meet and greet. Yeah, in some ways. If you guys have questions for the guys, I'll try to relay them to them. I can only talk to one person at a time. Unfortunately, I cannot conference call. I checked it. The system doesn't allow that. You guys are going to be getting a screen in a minute as soon as I finish the talking mode here. But the 10 guys from the first book are currently available for discussion. There's going to, ideally, I'm going to have all 23. But that's going to be a while because I got to create each one individually, and each one has to have his own personality. And I'm using his in this sense, not being sexist. It's just that they're all guys. So, as I was saying earlier, the characters all have the knowledge from the novels, with the exception of Kyle. Kyle only has the first 2 books, but everyone else has knowledge of all 3 books, and so hopefully. And I did some dry runs the last couple of days, and there's a couple slip ups, but for the most part, they seem to be knowing what they're doing. So, without further ado, let's just head into this new screen that I started up last night. Characters that are in full color are available to talk with. I have Tyler on by default because I got to pick somebody anyway. So, if you guys have any preferences for who to talk to first, just let me know while I explain the rest of this. So there are 10 characters available: Jason, Tyler, Ryker, Noel, Drake, Cody, Gage, Dustin, Sky, and Kyle. So the other guys are currently not available at this time. So they may be added later on. But you don't know who your favorite is. You like them all the same. But we just got to pick somebody first. I guess we can start with Tyler, unless somebody else has anything. I know there's like a 15 to 30 second delay between what I'm saying and what everyone else is saying. or what at least what the chat is saying. So, and make sure my desktop audio is on. It is. All right. So here's how this works. So you guys see the screen, but you won't be able to see what I'm doing on my end because you don't want to see a white screen all day. So we need some eye candy here. We got 23 guys. 10 of them are currently available for discussions. So it looks like there's no consensus, which means we'll just start with Tyler. So this is going to act like a real conversation. So everything I say, Tyler can hear. So even if I'm chatting to you guys in chat, then he's going to pick that up. So he can't read your chat. He cannot read the chats though. So I have to be a liaison between you guys in the chat and what he's saying, but you guys should be able to hear him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give this a test run.
Hi, I'm Tyler. Did you need something?
Hey Tyler, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, I guess. Just another day, another dollar, you know? What's up with you? What can I do for you today?
So I wanted to ask you some questions about TCS and stuff.
TCS? You mean Tribal Culture Studio, my cousin Jason's modeling agency? All right, shoot. What do you want to know? Just try not to ask anything too stupid, all right?
Try not to ask anything too stupid, huh? All right. So what can you tell me about Jason?
Jason, huh? What do you want to know? I can tell you a lot, but I'm not going to waste my breath on stuff you don't care about.
I care about a lot of things.
Yeah, well, so do I. Now, are you going to ask something, or are we going to sit here all day? I got things to do, you know?
I was trying to say, what do you know about Jason?
All right. Chill your jets. What do I know about Jason? Well, for starters, he's my cousin. Pain in my ass, but he's family. He runs that modeling agency, TCS, and he's actually doing pretty well for himself, all things considered. What else? He can be a bit of a pushover, but he's got a good heart. Deep down, it just takes a while to find it. Anything specific you're curious about?
Didn't you lend him money at one point?
Yeah, I did. So what? It's not like I'm running a charity here. Jason's family, and he needed the help. Plus, he's good for it, eventually. What's your point?
That I was just trying to say that because you were telling me that he was doing pretty well, but I don't think that was the case early on.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, things were rough for him at the start. He had a dream, but dreams don't pay the bills, you know? He's got the drive, but he needed a little help to get things off the ground, so I spotted him some cash. He's paying me back now, though, so it's not like I'm just throwing money into a black hole. Anything else you're curious about?
So how much money did you lend him?
I spotted him 60 grand to get TCS off the ground. It was a lot of money, but I believed in him. Still do. Why does it matter to you anyway?
Why does it matter? I'm just curious. So anyways, why don't you tell me more about Jason? I know that he starts up TCS and like, what does he look like and what kind of stuff is he into?
All right, I get it. You're curious. Jason? Well, he's not exactly the most intimidating guy you'll ever meet. Kind of scrawny, actually. Dark hair, green eyes, dresses like he raided a thrift store. But hey, that's his style. As for what he's into, photography, obviously. And he's really into water polo players. What else do you want to know?
Anything about him being interested in hot muscle guys?
Size. Yeah, well, he's got a thing for the muscle boys. Ryker, Cody, the whole water polo team. They're his type, I guess. Not my thing, but hey, everyone's got their preferences, right? Why are you so interested in his taste in men anyway?
I told you I'm asking questions. So, do you think Jason's in a relationship with anybody right now?
That's a good question, actually. Last I checked, he might be involved with Ryker and Cody, but I don't keep tabs on his personal life that closely, and I don't know how they play into all that. Why do you ask?
I thought he was dating Noel.
Noel? Scoffs. Oh, you've got the wrong idea. They were a thing for a while, but that ended a while ago. It was a messy breakup, let me tell you. Why do you ask? Were you interested in Noel?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet.
Well, whatever you decide, good luck. Both of them is gonna be a handful. Relationships are a pain in the ass, if you ask me. What else did you want to know about Jason or TCS?
What else about Jason or TCS? So, who do you think his favorite model is?
Scoffs. You're really fixated on this, aren't you? Look, I don't know who his favorite model is. He probably wouldn't even tell me if I asked. It's probably Ryker, but don't quote me on that. Is there anything else that you would need to ask, or are you done?
Alright, so I did have a question from the chat here. Why do you think you're so moody and picky?
Moody and picky? Scoffs. Look, I'm just being real, alright? I don't have time for bullshit. If that comes across as moody and picky, then so be it. Is that all?
So, you're not going to go into detail about that?
What's there to go into detail about? I am who I am. If people don't like it, that's their problem, not mine. And I have good reason to be angry, so don't think I'm just angry for nothing. Are you done grilling me, or do you have more questions about my cousin?
I'm not done grilling you. I'm just kind of curious because don't you think that people would look down on you if you're mean and such an asshole to them all the time?
Size, look, I get it, alright? I'm not exactly Mr. Sunshine, but you know what? I don't have the time or energy to fake being nice to everyone. If people can't handle me being blunt, then that's their problem. The people who matter, the ones who actually care about me, they know I've got a good heart, even if it's buried under a mountain of anger. So no, I don't really care if some people look down on me. I am real, and they're fake. Now, can we move on to something else?
Why don't you, let's see here. What kind of stuff do you like to do for a living?
Well, right now I'm a go-go dancer. Pays the bills, you know? Keeps me in shape, too. Before that, I was drifting around doing whatever I could to get by. It wasn't pretty. The dancing gig is all right, though. It ain't exactly my dream job, but it's honest work. What kind of stuff do I like to do? That's a different story.
So, what kind of stuff do you like to do in your spare time?
Spare time, huh? What little of it I get, I usually spend at the gym blowing off steam or catching up on sleep. Sometimes I'll work on my bike. It's an old beater, but it's mine. It's not much, but it's enough to keep me sane. Do you have a hobby?
I'm not sure if I do or not, but I'm surprised that you said you have a bike because I thought you had like a Corvette or something.
Laughs. A Corvette? Where'd you get that idea? I wish I had a Corvette, but those things ain't cheap. A bike is more my style anyway. It's simple, reliable, and it gets the job done. Plus, it's a good way to clear my head. Maybe you should try it sometime. So you never told me, what do you do in your spare time?
Well, I'm a gamer and stuff, but I want to divert the conversation back to the whole Corvette thing because I have sources that tell me that you have a Corvette.
Do you now? And who are these sources, huh? Look, people can say whatever they want, but it doesn't make it true. I don't have a Corvette, never have. And frankly, I don't really care about cars all that much. My bike gets me where I need to go, and that's all that matters. Now, can we please move on? I'm getting tired of this.
No, we're not moving on because I'm insistent that I know that you have a Corvette, and I'm also insistent that you don't know how to ride a bike.
Sighs. You know what? I'm done with this. You're just trying to get a rise out of me, and I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. Believe whatever you want to believe. It doesn't affect me one bit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have better things to do.
Well, you're still here, though, so it's pretty clear that you don't.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just saying that you're still here, which means that it's pretty clear that you don't have better things to do and that you can still talk to me.
Grumbling. Fine, whatever. I'm still here. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it. What else you got?
So, why don't you tell me about Noel a little bit?
Noel, what do you want to know? He and Jason were a thing for a while, but that's over now. Math whiz, emo kid, whatever you want to call him. He's all right, I guess. Why are you so interested? Looking for a date?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, good luck with that. He's got more issues than I do, and that's saying something. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just listening.
All right, well, I'm here too, so what else do you need? Do you need anything?
So what kind of video games do you play?
Video games? Not really my thing. Too much sitting around. I'd rather be doing something active, like I said, at the gym or whatever. Are you a big gamer? What do you play?
I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14? Is that the one with all the weird costumes and the cat people? Not really my cup of tea. All that fantasy stuff seems kinda lame. Maybe I'm just too old school. Still there? Or did my archaic opinions scare you off?
Archaic opinions, huh? And you're just talking about cat people?
Alright, maybe archaic is a bit much, but still not my thing. More of an action kind of guy, you know? So, you got any other questions? I still would like to get out of here, you know?
Let's see here. What do you think of the water polo team?
The water polo team, they seem like decent guys, I guess. Jason's pretty obsessed with them, but other than that, they are cool people. Do you play water polo?
I don't. I tried, or I shouldn't say I tried. I wanted to, but my parents wouldn't let me as a kid.
Well, that sucks. Maybe you can give it a try now if you want to. Never too late to learn something new, right? Speaking of which, are we done here?
You seem to be pretty insistent that you really want to get off the phone.
Well, yeah, I got things to do, remember? I can't just sit around all day answering your questions.
Okay, well, and it looks like he hung up. So unfortunately, we are let's switch characters. So we just talked to Tyler. Let's see who else could we talk to. You guys want to do Jason next? Do you want to do Ryker, Noel, Drake, Cody, Gage, Dustin, Sky, or Kyle? You made some TCS fan art? Nice. Alright, well, let's talk to Jason. So I'm going to swap pictures. So you guys are going to get a different picture there. So we can swap. I have to do this manually. Maybe Jason would be a little more agreeable. So let's switch characters and so we're going to go ahead and talk to Jason now.
Hey, I'm Jason. Nice to meet you.
Hey Jason, how you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? Anything exciting happening in your world today? I'm always looking for new models to join TCS, so let me...
I'm not interested in joining TCS, but I am curious to learn more about it.
Oh, no problem at all. TCS is my amazing gay male modeling agency, where I help super hot and muscular guys grow and get work. What would you like to know more about it?
So what kind of muscle guys are you into?
Oh, silly. I'm into all kinds of muscular guys, but I do have a soft spot for those with a great smile and a twinkle in their eyes. Do you want to know what's most important to me when I'm looking for new models for TCS?
Sure.
What makes a model stand out to me is how well they work with the team, how seriously they take their hygiene, and how in shape they are. Those things are what make a great model for TCS.
So basically you're saying basic hygiene and fitness and all that kind of stuff. The usual things then, right?
Well, yeah, but it's more than just the basics, silly. It's about teamwork and making sure that everyone's being polite. I even made up a contract stating how important it is to not shame others based on things like race, religion, and body structure. It's super important to me at TCS.
Okay, so why don't you tell me a bit about your models?
Oh, my models are the best. There's Ryker, my surfer blonde boy toy. He's super ripped with an 8-pack and is very charismatic. Then there is Cody, who is a water polo player. And Noel, of course, he is so smart. Do you want to hear about the others?
So I did have a question from the chat. How did you meet Noel?
I am not sure who Noel is, silly. Are you sure you're talking to the right person? Or is it possible you remember his name wrong?
Noel, Noel.
Oh, you mean Noel. We met in San Diego as I was getting my start in photography. He was super smart, always reading a book wherever he went. One thing led to another, we started dating, and now we recently got back together after a rough patch. Do you want to hear more about him?
Sure. Do you know what kind of stuff he reads about, or...?
Oh, Noel's a smart silly. He is super into his science books, but he's also super into his manga. I never really got into reading. I was forced to take calculus in college despite majoring in the arts, so I dropped out of college. He has a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from San Diego State. Did you know that he actually funds his grad school through working at TCS?
I've heard something about that. I've heard that's how he funds grad school, and I didn't know he was into manga though.
Siley, who's that silly? Noel, Noel, funds his grad school by working for TCS. Maybe you're thinking about someone else, or maybe you remember his name wrong. Is there anything else you want to know about TCS?
I was just saying that I'm surprised that Noel knows about, or that Noel reads a lot of manga.
Of course you are, silly. Yeah, Noel has a lot of interests. Do you want me to tell you more about his hobbies besides manga and science?
Sure.
Well, he likes progressive rock, which is weird because I tend to only play pop music. He also likes to work out, which matches well since I like to take photos of other people's bodies. Also, he is super into Japanese culture.
Oh, that's cool. Do you think he speaks Japanese?
That's a great question. Unfortunately, he only knows a few phrases. But he did teach me how to say I love you in Japanese. Aishiteru. It's super cute when he says it. Is there anything else you'd like to know about him?
Let's see. Why don't we talk about Ryker a little bit?
Oh, Ryker, he's one of my hottest models, and also my friend. What would you like to know about him?
So, what kind of person is he?
Let me think. The Riker's a total surfer dude. He loves the beach, the gym, and is totally into fitness. He can be a bit of a narcissist sometimes. He knows all the best places to tan, and can be helpful on photo shoots. Oh, he can also be a bit of a diva, but I still love him. Just don't tell him I said that.
Yeah. How much do you think I would have to pay him to take his shirt off?
Oh, you're such a silly goose. Ryker takes his shirt off all the time, so you won't have to pay too much. He loves showing off his body because he works so hard for it. If you booked a photo shoot, his standard rate is about $100 per hour. But between you and me, he might do it for free if you just ask nicely. What do you think about that?
If I talk to him later, I might be able to ask him to take his shirt off.
Well, that's great. By the way, were you interested in TCS taking photos of you? You know, for our website, Wink?
I'm not really the body type for TCS though. I don't.
Don't be so down on yourself.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What's up? Sorry, I got a little too excited there. What were we talking about before?
You were trying to get me to model for you for TCS, and I was trying to tell you that I'm not really photogenic and stuff.
Oh, silly, I'm sure you're more photogenic than you think. But no worries, I understand. Being in front of the camera isn't for everyone. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
Let's see here. What about your water polo friends?
Oh, you're talking about Cody and Drake. They hang around the water polo team at UCSD. They are super great guys. Did you have a question about them?
How did you meet Drake?
Oh man, Drake is super funny. I met him through mutual friends at UCSD. Before I dropped out, he was always such a fun guy to be around. He's always up for anything and is super supportive of TCS. We have been friends ever since. He always likes to drink. Are you interested in meeting him?
Maybe, but didn't you used to be roommates with him in college?
Oh no, silly. I never lived with Drake. Where did you hear that from? I do know that he has a roommate named Kyle. Have you heard of him?
I've heard of Kyle, but I thought you two were roommates while you were in college, and then you dropped out, and then Drake got Kyle as his new roommate.
Oh goodness, no, that's not how it happened. Drake and Kyle were roommates the whole time during college before I dropped out. After dropping out, I didn't keep in touch with either of them until years later, unfortunately. Was there anything else about Drake or Kyle that you were curious about?
So what kind of people are they?
Oh, that's a great question. Kyle can be difficult. He and Drake don't always get along because they have very different personalities and values. Overall, Drake is a super nice guy. He's always been kind and supportive of TCS, and I can't say the same for Kyle.
I see. I guess if you can't say anything nice about someone, don't say anything at all.
I am not sure where you're going with this, but Drake is a really great person, and sometimes his roommate isn't always nice. Is that okay?
I wasn't talking about Drake there. I was talking about Kyle.
Oh, well, yeah, Kyle isn't exactly my favorite person. He's caused a lot of trouble for me and my friends in the past, but I try not to dwell on it too much. Do you want to know what happened between Cody and I? Or would you rather hear more about Kyle and Drake?
Okay, so you suddenly want to talk about Cody.
I think you mean Cody. He's a super fantastic guy. What do you want to hear about first?
How'd you meet Cody?
Well, he knew Drake from the water polo team, so I met him at one of their practices. The man is super cute, so I got excited. Cody models as a way to earn some extra cash, though the exposure helps as a professional water polo player. Is there anything else you would like to know?
So let's see what else there is. Where is? Who else do you know? What do you know about like Dustin or Sky?
Dustin is another one of Drake's water polo buddies. He plays the guitar and is into heavy metal music. He's a super cool guy who knows how to have fun and has been there to lend a hand when I needed it. Sky? Now he's someone I haven't met, but I know that he is friends with Dustin and they both knew Kyle together.
They both knew Kyle. I didn't think that Kyle and Sky knew each other.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. Sky, Dustin, and Kyle all knew each other from around UCSD. It gets tricky because Kyle used to cause a lot of trouble, but it gets even more complicated. Sky is also the brother of Glenn Merkel.
Okay, so what do you know? What do you know about? What do you know about Glenn?
Glenn
Hello?
is complicated. Oh, sorry. I totally spaced out there for a sec while thinking about Glenn. I know him through Sky, and he is definitely something. He used to host a talk show called Glenn's World, and even invited TCS to be on it. It was a great opportunity to get TCS exposure, but he kind of grilled me a bit and tried to stir up drama.
Okay. I know a lot of talk shows like to talk about or stir up drama and stuff like that. So, uh, I've got a couple questions for you. Oh, okay. Well, apparently I got disconnected. I think there's like I guess in that there's like a 10-minute limit or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But yeah, I got disconnected from the call right when I was asking about the. I forgot what it was now, but let me check something real quick. Something must have popped up. So yeah, we had some might be some technical difficulties if I could just constantly get disconnected from the phone call. So anyway, we were talking about Jason. We were talking about Tyler. Who else? Who else do you think we should probably chat here? I'm guessing that there's like a 10-minute limit or something. Let me look into my conversation logs and see. Yeah, it seems like there. Yeah, it seems like there's a 10-minute limit. So I'm surprised. Yeah, there's. Okay, so yeah, there's a 10-minute limit for. Yeah, I'm just taking a look here. So that's why everything why they suddenly disconnect all of a sudden. So, okay, yep. I had one of those yesterday that was also 10 minutes. So, yeah, there is a hard 10-minute limit for each of these phone calls. So, let's see what else we can do here. Who else? If there's still people in chat, who do you think we want to talk to next? So we can go with either Ryker or Noel next, probably, or we can go with Drake, or we can go with Cody, or we can go with Gage, or Dustin, Scott, or Kyle. So any of those. Let me see here. Is there anybody that's actually still in chat? Let me see what we have here. Where's there... Okay, is there a way for me to step a poll? Okay, I'm gonna start a poll and see who's next. So hopefully, we get some votes in there. I don't think there's. Yeah, I don't think anybody's really in the stream today. Oh well. While that's going, while we decide who's between Ryker and Noel, I'm just gonna switch over to. I think I'll switch over to Drake. So while we still decide who is gonna be next, so let's put it on Drake.
What's up, bro? I'm Drake.
Hey Drake, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Just finished up a tough water polo practice, but now I'm ready to chill. What about you? What's going on in your world today?
Not sure. What can you tell me about TCS?
TCS, huh? You mean Tribal Culture Studio? Well, it's this modeling agency that my friend Jason runs. He mainly focuses on swimwear and fitness models. I know that he has had some drama with it in the past. Is there anything specific about TCS you want to know, bro?
How did you get involved with it?
I'm not directly involved with TCS, bro. I'm friends with Jason, the guy who runs it, but I'm not affiliated. Some of the guys on the water polo team have done some modeling for TCS. Are you thinking about getting involved with TCS, or are you just curious about it?
I'm mostly just curious on it. So what kind of friends of yours are into TCS?
Well, there's Zach Shooten, who's on the water polo team with me, but he's also one of Jason's models. I think Cody's involved too, but I could be wrong. Why do you ask, bro? Are you interested in meeting them or something?
Maybe. I also noticed that you pronounced Zach's last name wrong. It's Scouten, not Shooten.
My bad, bro. Thanks for correcting me. I always mispronounce that. You seem to know a lot about TCS and its members. Are you thinking about joining or something?
I'm not really the type. I know that other people have asked me that before.
Gotcha, bro. It's all good. Not everyone's cut out for modeling, and that's totally fine. Do you have any other questions about TCS or the guys involved, or are you just trying to gather info?
I'm mostly trying to gather information. So why don't you tell me about your teammates?
All right, I can do that. There's my boyfriend Gage, who is the team captain, Dustin, Sky, and Cody. I'm pretty close with the whole team, and we're always hanging out and having a good time. Is there anyone on the team in particular you're curious about?
So what about Cody?
Cody's a cool dude, bro. He's a really chill guy and is always down for anything. He's a great player in the pool and is always good vibes whenever we hang out. Is there something you'd like to know about him?
What do you think his favorite color is?
Never really thought about it, bro. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe orange or something bright and energetic like that. Does he like the color orange? Tell me so I can confirm it.
Yeah, I think orange sounds about right. What about yours?
Mine's purple, bro. I think it really fits my personality, plus it looks sick. Out of curiosity, what's your favorite color?
I would say blue, but I'm surprised you said purple. I would have thought you'd been more of a yellow kind of person.
Interesting. What makes you say that, bro? Do I give off a yellow vibe?
Yeah, you do. You wearing that yellow shirt all the time with a smiley face on it.
Oh, that old thing? I do like that shirt Broski, but purple, I feel, is more in line with my cosmic energy. What makes you say blue is your favorite color?
What makes... I don't know, I just kind of like it. But I'm surprised that you mentioned cosmic energy. That doesn't sound like something you would say, Drake.
Really? Why does that surprise you, bro? I'm actually super into that kind of stuff like astrology and chakras. It's all connected, man. Do you have any interest in cosmic energy or anything like that?
This doesn't sound like you.
What do you mean it doesn't sound like me, bro? Are you saying I can't be into cosmic energy and stuff like that?
I'm saying that I kind of know your personality a little bit, and I know that you're more of a party animal who really likes to party and hang out with hot.
Okay, fair enough. I do love to party and have a good time, and I definitely appreciate being around attractive people. But there's more to me than that, bro. I'm also interested in sports medicine since I'm planning to go into medical school. Just curious, is partying and hanging with hot people all you think about?
I can't say for sure, but aren't you a gamer too?
I do enjoy a good video game every now and then, but I wouldn't call myself a hardcore gamer, bro. What kind of games are you into?
I like MMORPGs and Sonic games.
A fellow MMORPG fan, that's what's up. I used to play World of Warcraft back in the day with my roommate Kyle. You ever play that game, bro?
I didn't think Kyle was a World of Warcraft player.
Yeah, dude, we used to raid together all the time back when we were roommates. He was super into it. Is there anything else that surprises you?
Uh, I kind of thought saw you as a Sonic fan though.
Oh, you thought I was a Sonic fan? I do enjoy playing, but I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan or anything. I just like running around and collecting rings. What do you
Yep.
like about Sonic? I know some people collect the comic book. Oh, sorry. I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I just saying that I figured that you were a Sonic fan because I know I have some evidence that you were part of a Sonic Let's Play.
Wait, what? I'm part of a Sonic Let's Play? That's news to me, bro. Where'd you hear that?
I've got a 16-part YouTube series on my channel that has you in it.
Whoa, that's kind of wild, bro. I had no clue. What's the name of your YouTube channel? I'd love to check it out and see this Sonic Let's Play. To recap, are you saying you faked some footage with my likeness in a YouTube series?
No, I'm pretty sure it was you and all your friends. You were in it. Cody was in it. Dustin, Jason, everybody.
That's really weird, bro. I don't remember filming any Sonic Let's Play with those guys. Are you sure it was us? I mean, maybe it was just some lookalikes or something. What's the name of the channel?
I'm not gonna divulge that, but the people watching my stream know full well what my channel is.
A stream, huh? So you're a streamer? That's pretty cool, bro. Well, if you're not gonna tell me the name of the channel, can you at least describe what I was doing in this Let's Play? Was I any good at the game?
You were pretty good at the game. You got S ranks on every level.
A strengths on every level? Not bad, not bad. What character was I playing as?
Sonic, that's the only one you can play as in Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Unleashed, huh? I remember that game being pretty challenging. I am surprised I got A strengths on every level. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out with Gage.
Okay, I'll let you go then. Yeah, I decided to cut it off there because I think we were pushing the 10-minute limit anyway, so it looked like I still had a little bit of time left, but it seemed like he wanted to leave. So we talked to Drake. So let's see who else we can chat with. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone still in chat or not. I put a poll up, and I don't think there was anybody that was actually voted in the poll, so I decided to close the poll. We'll save Ryker and Noel for last. So I'll just go down the list. We'll chat with Cody.
Hi, I'm Cody. How can I help you?
Hey Cody, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Just finished up with water polo practice. It was a tough one, but I feel great now. What about you? How's your day going?
It's going okay. So what can you tell me about TCS?
Oh, TCS. That's the modeling agency I work for. It's run by Jason Gilardi, and it's a pretty interesting place to be. I'm also a fitness model there. What exactly are you curious about? There's a lot to tell.
Okay, so what kind of modeling do you do?
I mostly do fitness modeling, like swimwear and underwear shoots. It's all pretty tasteful, though. Jason mostly focuses on male models. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Tell me about your time on the water polo team.
Being on the water polo team at UC San Diego is a lot of hard work, but it's also super rewarding. I'm still just a freshman, so I'm learning a lot from the older guys. We practice super hard, and I'm even helping another player named Zach to improve. Do you know anything about water polo?
Know a little bit.
Well, it's a really intense sport that requires a lot of swimming, treading water, and throwing. It's really helped me stay in shape for modeling, and it's a great way to bond with my teammates like Dustin and Drake, who are really cool guys. What part of water polo are you curious about?
Let's not talk about the sport right now, but I do want to talk about your teammates. What do you think of Drake?
Drake is a really chill dude, always laid back and fun to be around. He's got a stoner vibe about him, but he's a good friend and teammate. He can be a bit much sometimes, but he's got a good heart. Do you know him?
Maybe.
Oh, that's cool. Drake is friends with everyone. So, is there anything else you wanted to know about him?
So, what? Why don't you tell me a bit about your personality, Cody?
Well, I'm usually a pretty shy and kind person, and I like to think I have a positive outlook on life. I try to be respectful to everyone, especially my teammates and the more experienced models at TCS. I love cooking for my friends when I have the time too. I'm also studying theater because I want to be an actor one day. Is there anything specific you want to know about me?
It's pretty cool. You want to be an actor. So, do you think you have the talent or skills to pull off like being in a Hollywood movie?
That's really nice of you to say that. I'm still pretty new to acting, but I'm working hard in my theater classes to improve. I know it takes a lot of dedication and practice to make it in Hollywood, but I'm willing to put in the work. Do you have any experience with acting or the movie industry?
I can't say that I do.
No worries, most people don't. It's a tough industry to break into, but I'm hoping my theater courses and modeling gigs can help me get my foot in the door. Do you think I should start with smaller roles first or aim for something bigger right away?
Probably something smaller, but I wouldn't say don't go for the big stuff. Try to take whatever you can get.
That makes sense. Starting with smaller roles would be a great way to gain experience and build my resume for sure. At the same time, I don't want to limit myself and miss out on any opportunities that might come my way. Thanks, that's really helpful advice.
So, why don't you tell me a bit more about your colleagues at TCS?
Sure thing. Well, there's Tyler, Jason's cousin, who can be a bit of a rebel and isn't always the most polite, but he's got a good heart deep down. Ryker is another model, and he's super confident and has an amazing physique. There's also Andrew, who can be a bit grumpy sometimes, but he's a talented model too. Then there's Zach, who is also on the water polo team with me. Is there anyone in particular you're interested in?
Let's see here. I thought there was Noel too.
Oh yeah, Noel, he used to be a model at TCS. Last I heard, he quit TCS. Last I heard, he was working as an engineer before ending up in Reno. I'm not sure what happened after that. I hope he's doing alright. Did you know him?
I may have known him.
That's cool. He was a great guy, really dedicated to his fitness and a hard worker. Jason was pretty bummed when he left TCS, but I think he's doing better now. Were you two close?
I can't say that we were, but I know that Jason didn't take the breakup really well. But I thought they were got back together.
Oh, you know about that stuff? I try to stay out of their personal drama, but it was kind of hard to miss. I thought they were trying to work things out for a while, and then I heard that Noel went to Reno. I don't really know the full story.
Okay, so what can you tell me about Tyler?
Tyler is Jason's cousin. Between you and me, he can be a bit of a hothead and he doesn't like to be touched. He used to be a go-go dancer, and he's definitely got the muscles for it. He's had a rough past and he carries a lot of baggage with him. Do you know him?
Maybe.
Oh, that's cool. He can be a little intimidating at first, but he's a good guy once you get to know him. He can get into trouble sometimes though, like with Kyle and whatnot. Have you seen him recently?
Have I seen Tyler?
Yeah, have you seen him around? He's been laying low recently, probably because of everything that has been going on.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him around or anything.
Oh, okay, well, if you do see him, tell him Cody says hi. He's probably just busy with his own stuff. Is there anything else you wanted to know about him?
Why don't you tell me a bit about Riker?
Ryker is another model at TCS, and he always seems super confident and has that amazing physique. He knows how to work it for the camera. He really cares for his hair and always does it up. He's a really nice guy, although sometimes he can be full of himself. He is definitely one of the more experienced models at TCS.
Okay, so do you think you're as attractive as he is?
That's a pretty interesting question. I try not to compare myself to other people, especially when it comes to looks, but I respect Riker a lot. He works really hard to maintain his physique and takes a lot of pride in his appearance. I think we both have our own unique qualities to bring to the table. What do you think?
I don't know. I
That's
think
fair. Everyone has different tastes and preferences. Are you interested in discussing the topic?
okay, I lost my train of thought.
No worries, that happens to the best of us. Was there anything else about Riker or any other topic that you wanted to discuss? I'm here to chat if you want to.
Uh, can you take your shirt off?
I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable with that request. As a fitness model, I definitely take care of my body, but I prefer to keep our conversation appropriate and respectful. Do you have any other questions about my work or anything else we've discussed?
So what parts of where have you been to?
Well, being a student and a model keeps me pretty busy here in San Diego, so I haven't traveled too much. I've mostly been around California for shoots and water polo tournaments, but I would absolutely love to travel to Italy or Greece someday. I think that would be amazing. Do you like traveling? Where have you been?
I've been to Europe or so.
Wow, Europe, that sounds incredible. Which countries did you visit? I've always dreamed of going there. Maybe
Uh,
one day TCS will have a shoot over there and I can tag along.
I've done some stuff in France and I've done some stuff in Germany.
France and Germany, that sounds amazing. I bet the architecture was mind-blowing. Did you visit any cool landmarks or try any interesting food? I'm always looking for new travel ideas, especially if there's a chance for a cool photo shoot opportunity.
Yeah, and I know that you're really into food, so but as far as landmarks and stuff go, I did a lot of the usual stuff like first night in Paris, went to the Eiffel Tower.
That's awesome. The Eiffel Tower must have been incredible at night. And what about the food? Did you try any French or German cuisine?
Uh, it's been forever. I had my first beer in Germany.
Having your first beer in Germany sounds like a rite of passage. I bet it was a great experience, and Germany has the best pretzels. Do you remember what kind of beer it was?
It was a Lovenbrow.
Ah, Lowenbrau is a classic. I heard they are sold in these big beer steins. Hopefully you got one of those. I think I might have tried it before. It was pretty good. Is there anything in particular you liked about it?
It was really bitter, and I wasn't really used to it.
Oh, I get that. It can be an acquired taste, and beer can be bitter the first time. Still, trying new things is always a good experience, right? Did you try any other kinds of beer while you were there, or did you stick to something else after that?
You know, I just realized that you shouldn't be having an opinion of beer because you're under 21.
Oh, right. Huh, my bad. Being around older teammates all the time makes me forget I'm not 21 yet. I guess I got a little carried away imagining myself trying all those European beers. Guess I'll have to wait a little longer for that German beer stein.
Yeah, you shouldn't be drinking beer right now, especially since you're a water polo athlete.
You're totally right. I need to stay in top shape for water polo and modeling. I guess I got a little carried away with the conversation, but I definitely prioritize my health and training.
Well, it was my fault for bringing up beer in the first place because you were asking about food stuff, but
No worries. It was a fun conversation, and I did learn a little more about your
and I also learned that we just hit the 10-minute limit again. So yeah, it doesn't help that there is a 10-minute limit on these conversations. So yeah, that's definitely not cool, and I don't know how to make it so that I can talk to them for longer than 10 minutes because I do know that with the other programs it was I didn't really have a limit because they didn't really or at least or I shouldn't say there was a limit, but there was you pay by the hour. So because I was able to chat with Tyler for an hour on that stream, but the downside with that stream was that with that one, I've come to the conclusion that they can either have the knowledge base or they can have memories, but they can't have both. And so that's why I kind of decided that I was going to try to go this route instead. So I want to see if, because it's pretty knowledgeable that like at least I'm able to have like a few of the characters so far. I was able to have a decent conversation with like Jason or Cody, and both of those I kind of got cut off. But yeah, Tyler didn't really want to talk that much, and Drake was okay with Drake, and we had a pretty decent video game conversation. But it seems like he wanted to get off the phone as well. But having this 10 minutes, having this 10 minutes thing here is definitely going to be an issue, because it cuts everything off after 10 minutes, and I'm not exactly sure how to make it. Okay, so yeah, it seems like okay, what's maximum amount of characters it can generate? It's set up to 10 minutes. So yeah, there is like a 10-minute limit. So let's see what we have here. Minutes per. Okay, sorry if I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I might have to look this up. I may have to look this up off camera. But we can either try to talk to Cody again, or we can try to go with someone else. So I think we've done Jason, we've done Tyler, we've done Drake, and we've done Cody. But there are 6 more characters that we can kind of go with. If you guys want to talk to Gage, Dustin, Sky, or Kyle, I was thinking of saving Ryker and Noel for last. So I guess we could talk to Gage next. Now, Gage wants in character, he is insistent of calling everyone by their last name, and might need to tweak his programming a little bit. So I'm going to switch over to Gage. And Gage is also proficient in German, so he can do and that is a canon thing, where he's able to speak German, at least conversationally. So let's talk to Gage.
I am Gage. Do you need something from me?
Hi, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I trust you are also having a productive day. Yes? Do you have any water polo related questions for me? If not, I'm a history major, so I can talk about that as well.
So what can you tell me about TCS?
TCS. I'm not familiar with that acronym. Could you spell that out for me, or provide further context? Is this related to water polo or something else?
Travel Culture Studio.
Travel Culture Studio? I'm still not familiar with that name. Do you mean Tribal Culture Studio?
Yes.
If so, I know a little. Tribal Culture Studio, or TCS, is a modeling agency in San Diego. I know that Scouten, one of my water polo teammates, was briefly involved with them. I'm not sure what else I can tell you about it. What exactly are you trying to find out about it?
So, do you know anything about like who runs it?
From what Scouten has told me, it's run by a man named Jason Gilardi. I don't know him personally. I can ask Scouten what his experience was like if you like. Would you be interested in that?
I think I'll wait on that. Why don't you tell me about Drake?
Drake Sorensen is my boyfriend. He's a lot. He can be a bit of a stoner at times, but he means well. He also knows a surprising amount about photography, despite being a communications major. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about Sorensen?
I'm surprised that you don't. You do realize that your boyfriend is a pre-med sports medicine major, right?
Are you sure about that, Walker? I thought Sorensen was a communications major. Perhaps he switched. Do you know when he would have done that?
Now you think I'm Dustin.
My apologies, I did not mean to call you by Walker's name. I have made a mistake. You are not Dustin Walker. My sincerest apologies, it won't happen again. Is there anything else you wanted to know about Drake Sorensen? Or is there something else I can help you with?
More about Drake, but I do know that he is a sports medicine major and he's training to become a doctor, or studying to become a doctor.
Yes, that information is accurate. He must have switched from communications to pre-med sports medicine at some point. Either way, I am glad he is studying to become a doctor. Is there anything else you would like to know about Drake Sorensen?
That's pretty much it on that. Why don't you tell me about your endeavors for once you graduate college?
After graduating, I plan to play water polo professionally on an Austrian team. I've been practicing my German in preparation. I am excited to dedicate myself fully to the sport without having to worry about classes and exams. Do you have any specific questions about my plans or about playing professionally in Austria?
How much German do you know?
I am proficient but not fluent in German. I can hold a conversation, but I still make mistakes. I am working on improving my grammar and vocabulary. I find that immersion is the best way to learn a language, which is one of the reasons I am excited to move to Austria. Do you speak any other languages?
I'm trying to learn Japanese.
Japanese? That's quite a difficult language from what I hear. I wish you luck with that. Perhaps you could ask Lee Benson for help. He seems to be quite the expert. Is there anything else I can help you with? Perhaps you have questions about water polo or my upcoming move to Austria?
I don't think Benson's Lee's last name. And how do you know him?
You are correct. I misspoke. His name is Lee. I don't know his last name. I know of him not personally. I believe my boyfriend Sorensen knows him, and Jason Gilardi as well. Was there anything else?
It's something doesn't seem right. I kind of find it hard to believe that you would know who Lee Russell is.
Why is that exactly? Is it that surprising that I might know someone? To clarify, you are talking about Lance Russell, correct?
No, Lee Russell.
I apologize, but who are you referring to? I am not familiar with anyone by the name of Lee Russell. I only mentioned Lee Benson. Perhaps you are thinking of someone else.
No, as far as I know, the characters you have Lee Russell, Andrew Benson, and Lance Ryan.
I see. I do not know a Lee Russell nor an Andrew Benson. I do know a Lee, but not a Lee. I also know Lance Ryan. Perhaps you are mistaken. It is an honest mistake, if so. Is there anything I can help you with?
And I still find it hard to believe that you know, or that you claim to know Lance Ryan. I don't think the two have ever met.
I have not met Ryan personally, but I am aware of him through Gilardi and Sorensen. I was under the impression that Ryan worked for Gilardi. Is there a reason you find that hard to believe?
Okay, well, maybe Drake told you that, but I don't think that there would be any reason why you would know Andrew Benson.
Who exactly are you referring to? I do not know an Andrew Benson. It is possible that Sorensen knows him, but he has never mentioned him to me. Is there something else I can help you with?
Okay, maybe he might need to refer to as Andy Benson.
Apologies, but Sorensen has also never mentioned an Andy Benson to me either. I am not quite sure what you mean. Perhaps you could clarify. I am happy to discuss any other topics that you may want to inquire about.
So I think what the reason I was bringing up Lee though was because you brought him up first, and it kind of threw me off guard that you had mentioned Lee Russell, even though you should know who that person is.
I understand your confusion. To clarify, I have no knowledge of a Lee Russell. I know of Lee Benson through Drake Sorensen. It is possible that there is a misunderstanding, and you may be thinking of someone else. Is there anything I can help you with? Perhaps a different topic?
Why don't we talk about this later? So why don't you say something in German for the people that are watching in chat?
Certainly. Here's a phrase in German. Wasserball ist der beste Sport der Welt. That translates to water polo is the best sport in the world. Is there anything else you would like me to say in German? Perhaps I could tell you about my favorite Austrian...
That is actually kind of cool, and that I don't know that much German, and even I knew that one.
I am glad you thought so. Is there anything else you would like to know? Or perhaps another phrase you would like me to translate?
How would you say I love you in German?
In German, I love you is Ich liebe dich. Is there anything else I can help you with or translate for you? Perhaps you plan on confessing your feelings to someone?
I might confess my feelings later, but I'm not exactly sure.
I wish you the best of luck with that should you choose to do so. Is there any other way I can assist you at the moment? Perhaps you have more questions about TCS or my water polo career?
Yeah, it's a. It looks like I've got some chatters. I'm not sure what's going on and why I can't see everything in the chat. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Is there anything I can help you with? You mentioned.
I think I'll let you go. I'll switch characters.
Understood. It was a.
Okay, so I've just hung up with Gage. Pajamikin, I'm not sure why your messages are not showing up in chat. That is weird. Let me see about live chat. Yeah, for some reason your messages are not showing up in chat though. Because I saw the Cody Polo. Am I live on Twitch and I just don't know it? Yeah, let me see here. Is it really showing me? Yeah, I don't know where it's showing me live. Unless it created a second stream. Yeah, because it's not showing it on chat. So if you're able to see the stream, I'm not exactly sure where you're chatting though, but it says you're on YouTube, and yet it doesn't show it on here. Yeah, because I just now saw your chat. I don't know where it went. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so it should. You're on YouTube? Okay, it's not showing it on my end. That is weird. Let me check. Yeah, because I have it on Okay, I had it on Top Chat, and it wasn't showing up there, and it wasn't showing up on Live Chat. That is kind of weird that it's not acting up, or it's acting up on there. Yeah, for some reason it just doesn't show your chat. Like on the channel. I can see your chat on multi-chat mode. But if you had any questions and stuff, I guess I could move on the multi-chat thing over to the other side and see. I just got Stream Elements the other day, and I'm still trying to work out the kinks. And I actually had it for the first time during the dry run. But sorry for stalling the stream for so long. Let's see what other characters I can talk to. So far, we've done Jason, Tyler, Drake, Cody, and Gage, and we got all those there. And then we've also got so we still have Dustin, Sky, Kyle, Ryker, and Noel. So yeah, I don't know why it's not showing your. It is kind of weird why it's not showing your chats on live chat. So I guess we could just go down the list. So I guess we can go down Dustin. But I think Gage definitely needs a lot of work. Gage should not know Lee at all. So you want Ryker next? I guess we could do Ryker next. So yeah, and let's see what we got here. Let's switch it up. So let's put Ryker on the screen, and let's do that. So put those there. So let's go ahead and do Ryker.
What's up, dude? I'm Ryker.
Hey, Ryker, how you doing?
I'm doing great, dude. Just finished up a killer workout, and now I'm chilling, soaking up the San Diego sun. What's up with you? What can I help you out with today?
So what can you tell me about your life at TCS?
Life at TCS, dude, is pretty wild. It's definitely given me a lot of exposure and helped me connect with some awesome people both in front of and behind the camera. It's a good stepping stone for what I want to do, for sure. What are you trying to know about the agency, bro? Are you asking about the modeling stuff, the people, or something else?
Why don't you tell me a bit about the models?
The models at TCS, well, there's a mixed bag, dude. Cody's a cool water polo player, and Tyler's, well, he's Tyler. He's Jason's cousin, a bit rough around the edges, but he's got his moments, I guess. Is there any particular model you want to know more about? Or are you curious about the vibe between us all?
What kind of stuff do you like to do for fun?
For fun, besides surfing and hitting the gym, I'm all about soaking up the San Diego scene, dude. Cruising around, hitting the beach, checking out local spots, you know? It's all about the vibes and the people. I like being out and about. What do you like to do for fun? Maybe we have some of the same interests, bro.
I'm not sure about that. I am a gamer.
A gamer, huh? That's cool, dude. I'm not a huge gamer myself, but I respect the dedication. I'm more of an outdoorsy type, getting my fix from the sun and the waves. I do like those arcade machines down by the boardwalk, though. What kind of games are you into? Maybe you can introduce me to something new, and I can get you out in the sun.
Maybe. So let's see. I'm into a lot of MMOs and stuff.
MOs, huh? That's pretty cool, dude. I can see the appeal of getting lost in another world and building up your character. I've seen Tyler play those games before. I'm more of a physical character builder, spending hours working on my body. It's like my real life character that I am always building up, dude. Have you ever thought about incorporating fitness into your routine alongside gaming?
Maybe. I know that I was playing Wii Fit for a while.
We Fit nice. That's a start, dude. It's all about finding something that clicks and keeps you moving. Fitness doesn't have to be a grind. It can be fun, like surfing, which is the sport for me. Is there anything that might get you off the couch and away from the screen? Have you thought about maybe going to a real gym?
I was going to a real gym for a while.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. What kind of workouts were you doing? Were you lifting weights, hitting the cardio machines, or something else?
It was a mix of that, but let's kind of change topics a little bit. Let's because we're here to talk about your life at TCS.
All right, dude, no worries. So what about TCS are you curious about? Maybe you want to know about some of the photo shoots or even some of the behind the scenes stuff or the boss man, Jason.
Why don't you start with Jason?
Jason, huh? Well, he's the owner of TCS and the guy who calls the shots, dude. He's got a creative eye and he knows how to put together a good shoot. However, he's kind of up and down. He likes to think of himself as a visionary, but sometimes he's a bit spacey, if you know what I mean. Is there anything specific you want to know about him? Maybe how he runs the agency or what it's like working with him?
Maybe.
You still there, bro? Is there anything else you want to know about Jason? Or maybe about TCS in general?
I was saying maybe.
Sorry about that, dude. So you were saying maybe. Maybe what? Did you have a question about Jason or TCS that you wanted to ask? Don't be afraid to ask, bro. I'm an open book.
So, what do you think about his beliefs on cosmic energy?
Cosmic energy, huh? You mean Jason's whole thing about channeling energy through pecs and stuff? Dude, it's a little out there even for me, and I'm pretty open-minded. I don't really get it, but hey, if it works for him, who am I to judge? I'm not gonna yuck on his yum. Do you believe in that kind of stuff, or are you just curious about my opinion on it?
I was more curious about your opinion on it. I know that Jason's got some pretty eccentric beliefs. Did you also know that he believes that when the energy is channeled through him and six of his friends, that the gateway to paradise will open?
6-year-old friends, dude. Where did you hear that?
No.
And the gateway to paradise?
No, you misheard me. 6 of his friends.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense, dude. 6 of his friends. Still, the whole gateway to paradise thing sounds pretty far-fetched, even for him. I've seen him do weirder things, and I've been around him for quite a while now, dude. Have you met Jason, bro?
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
You're being pretty cagey, dude. I won't press you if you don't want to say. Just curious as to what you know, that's all. So, aside from Jason's cosmic energy thing, anything else about TCS that you're curious about, or are you done here?
How much would I have to pay you to take your shirt off?
Whoa, dude, that's a little forward even for me. I appreciate the interest, but I'm not really into that kind of thing outside of professional shoots and stuff. I take pride in my body, but I'm not just going to strip down for anyone who asks. Gotta keep some mystery, you know? Is that the only thing you wanted to talk about, or were you also interested in my professional life too?
On the subject of professional life, tell me about your relationship with Noel.
Null, huh? Well, he's a complex dude. I had a thing for him and things got pretty messy between all of us. Me, him, and Jason. It's in the past, though. What are you hoping to find out, dude?
Didn't you go to jail?
Yeah, that whole jail thing was a major screw-up, dude. I lost my cool and things got way out of hand at UCSD, and I ended up getting arrested with Jason and Cody. I had to do 3 months. I was guilty, though. It's all in the past now, and I've learned from it, I guess. Is there something specific you want to know about the whole jail situation?
Like, what did you do while you were in jail?
Jail was rough, dude. I spent most of my time working out to keep my sanity and trying to stay out of trouble. It was definitely a wake-up call, and I realized I needed to chill out with the anger. I tried to keep to myself, though, and not get involved in the jail drama. Why do you ask, dude?
Yeah, I was just curious and stuff because I heard that you got sent to jail for some stuff, and
Yeah, it was definitely not a highlight of my life, dude. But I'm trying to move on and focus on the future. I'm hoping to land some bigger modeling gigs and maybe even get into acting, but I'm taking it one step at a time. Is there anything else you wanted to know about my time in jail?
let's see here. What if, I'm surprised that you're willing to, or willing to openly talk about your time in jail.
I get what you mean, dude. It's not exactly something I'm proud of, but it's part of my story. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't happen or try to hide it. It's made me who I am today, for better or worse. And maybe by talking about it, I can help someone else avoid making the same mistakes I did. Do you have any other questions for me? I'm starting to get hungry, so I might sign off in a bit, bro.
I don't know. What kind of food are you planning on getting?
After all this talking, I'm thinking about grabbing some tacos from that place down the street, dude. Can't go wrong with some good California burritos after a workout, you know? It's one of my favorite cheat meals. Do you have any favorite foods, bro?
I seem to be a sushi fan myself.
Sushi? Not bad, dude. I can dig some sushi every now and then, especially some spicy tuna rolls. There's a spot in downtown San Diego that has the best sushi I've ever tasted, and I am a fan of spicy food. If you're ever in town, I could take you there if you want.
Maybe. So
Alright, dude, I think I'm gonna head out and grab
okay, it looks like he hung up. So that's good. That's Ryker for you. See, we got another person in the chat there. I guess they didn't stay long. But let's see. We've done Ryker now, so now we got Noel, we got Dustin, Sky, and Kyle. So we've done 6 characters so far. I think we may save Noel for last. So let's switch over to Dustin. So we'll put Dustin there. Switch that over. Yeah, we'll talk to Dustin. I was going to talk to Dustin earlier. So, yeah, we were almost to the 10-minute limit anyway. But let's see. Where is Dustin? There he is. So we have Dustin on the screen, and we got. Let's give him a ring.
I'm Dustin. Did you need something?
Hi, Dustin. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, I guess. Just trying to get through the day. What's up with you?
So, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Dustin. I'm 21 and go to UCSD. I'm on the water polo team there. I also play guitar and sing for Air Force Trauma. Is there anything specific you want to know? I don't really like talking about myself too much.
You don't like talking about yourself?
Yeah, it makes me feel weird, like I'm bragging or something. I don't know, it's just not my thing. Is there something else you'd like to talk about?
So why don't you go a little bit into TCS?
TCS? You mean Tribal Culture Studio? I'm not
Yeah.
really involved with them. I'm not super familiar with all the ins and outs. Do you have a specific question about them? Maybe I can try to help if I know what you're looking for. Otherwise, I'm not sure I can be of much assistance.
Why don't you tell me about the owner of the place?
I don't know them well. I think his name is Jason Gilardi. I heard he can be a bit of a creep, but I don't know him personally, so I can't say for sure. Why are you asking about him?
So you think Jason's creepy?
I don't really know him, so I can't say for sure if he's a creep. It's just something I heard. Why do you ask? Do you know him?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. So what kind of
Okay.
stuff? Uh, so besides, sorry if I'm sorry if I'm stuttering.
It's okay, no big deal. It's my fault for making you self-conscious. You were going to ask what kind of stuff besides TCS?
What stuff besides TCS do you know about?
Well, I can talk about water polo since I play for UCSD. I also play guitar and sing in a band called Air Force Trauma. Or if you have other stuff you're curious about, I could try to answer.
Why don't you tell me about your time on the water polo team?
I've been on the team for a few years now. It's been a pretty good experience overall. It's hard work and it takes up a lot of time, but it's worth it, I guess. What do you want to know about it?
Uh, so let me see
Are you
here.
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yes.
All right, so what do you want to know about the water polo team?
So about the water polo team, there is. I know that you're on it. Sky's on it. Drake's on it.
Drake was on the team, but he got hurt, so he's not playing anymore. Sky's still around though. What about them?
I thought Sky graduated.
Sky did graduate, you're right. He's been helping out Glenn Merkel with his talk show in LA and fixes bikes and cars on the side. I guess I'm the only one on the team still, huh?
No,
Anyway, what were you
no,
going to ask about the team?
no. You've got Cody.
Oh yeah, I always forget about Cody. I'm always out of it.
So what do you think about Cody?
He's okay, I guess. He's a pretty good player and seems like a nice guy. We don't really hang out outside of practice though. What do you think about him?
I think he's all right.
Cool. So, is there anything else you wanted to ask me about the water polo team, or were you curious about something else entirely?
So what do you do for fun?
I play water polo and practice with the team most days. I also write music and play guitar for Air Force Trauma. That's pretty much it, I guess. What do you do for fun?
Uh, I think no, that's more like your well, quote unquote job in a way. Well, you don't get paid to play water polo, but
Yeah, I guess those are more like hobbies that take up all my time. I don't know, I don't really do much else besides those things. I guess sometimes I just hang out with friends and watch movies or something. I'm not really a party animal or anything. What kind of stuff did you have in mind? Maybe I'm forgetting something.
are you much of a gamer by any chance?
Not really, no. I used to play a few video games when I was younger, but I just don't have the time for them anymore. Plus, I'm not very good at them. What about you? You a gamer?
I am. I heard your teammate Drake is a gamer.
Yeah, Drake is super into video games. He's always talking about them. Now that he's injured, I'm sure he's just gaming all the time. You should ask him about it. He'd probably be happy to talk your ear off about them.
Maybe.
Is there something else you wanted to ask me?
I'm trying to think what else we can do here. I heard you can hold your breath underwater for a pretty long time.
I mean, I'm on the water polo team, so I have to be able to hold my breath for a decent amount of time. It's not like I'm setting any records or anything. Where did you hear that?
I heard it from Cody, and I heard that even by water polo standards, you could do it for a pretty long time.
Oh, well, I guess that's cool of Cody to say. I don't know, I never really timed myself or anything. It's just something you get used to when you're playing all the time. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
So you don't do you know anything about the TCS models like Ryker or Noel?
I don't really know anything about the TCS models. I don't really follow that stuff. Sorry, I can't be of more help. Do you know them?
I maybe I do, maybe I don't, but
Okay. Well, if you don't have anything else to ask me, I think I'm going to go. It was nice talking to you. Let me know if you have any other questions.
okay, I'll chat with you later. Okay, yeah, it didn't seem like he wanted to talk much, but I was trying to carry out the conversation as long as I could, but yeah, Dustin's not really the talkative type. So I guess that one went pretty well. Like Gage definitely needs a lot of work. But we still have 3 characters left since we still have Kyle, Sky, and Noel. So I don't know if there's anyone still in chat or not. Like, I'm surprised that I don't know where is there like a vertical stream that got created or something. I'm not sure what. Because I saw Pajama Can sing in the multi chat, but I don't see it in YouTube chat. So, you want Noel next? Okay, I was gonna save him for last, but if you want Noel next, let's swap it over, and then put those there, and we've also got to do the rest of it here. Okay, so now it's on Noel.
Hi, my name is Noel. Is there something I can help you with?
Hi Noel, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I'm currently working on my research project regarding different types of open channel flow. How about yourself? Is there anything you wanted to ask me or get help with?
Why don't you tell me about your time at TCS?
My time at Tribal Culture Studio was definitely eventful. I got into fitness modeling to set an example for my family about the benefits of a healthy lifestyle. While there, I worked with a variety of people. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know about my experiences there?
Why don't you tell me about Jason?
Jason runs Tribal Culture Studio. I know that he's had a lot on his plate with the agency and is quite the character. I'm not quite sure what you want to know. Perhaps you can provide some additional information.
So weren't you in a romantic relationship with him?
Yes, you're right. Jason and I were in a romantic relationship, and we recently got back together after reconciling, though we had some rough patches. There was a period where we broke up, but things are better now. Did you want to know more about our relationship?
Yes.
Jason and I have had our share of ups and downs. We had broken up for a while, and it was a difficult time for both of us. There were moments of jealousy and uncertainty, especially with other people in the picture. We've worked through a lot of issues to get back to a good place. Would you like me to go into more detail about a specific part of our relationship?
Maybe. I'm not exactly sure yet. I know that there was another person involved, Ryker.
Yes, Ryker was involved in our relationship at one point, which made things complicated. There were definitely some challenges and hurt feelings that came about because of it. Do you want to know more about his involvement and how it affected Jason and me?
About his involvement? I guess you can kind of go into that a little bit.
Ryker was one of Jason's models at TCS, and Jason briefly dated him. This happened during a time when Jason and I weren't together, but it still created some tension and drama. Ryker's presence definitely tested the boundaries of Jason's and my relationship, and we had to work through some jealousy and trust issues. Is there a specific event or aspect of their involvement that you're curious about?
Didn't they go on some sort of camping trip?
Yes, I recall something about that. Jason and Ryker went on a camping trip together, just the two of them, sometime after Jason and I started dating. I recall that Jason didn't invite me along with them. Do you want to know anything specific about that camping trip?
I don't know if you were actually dating Jason at the time, though.
You are correct. I apologize for the oversight. Jason and I actually weren't dating during that camping trip. That happened around August of that year. While they were on that trip, Jason found out that Ryker had a debt that he needed to pay off by Christmas. I believe that was also when they were official. There was talk that they would become an official couple to gain more fans. Does that clarify things for you?
I think you have some stuff mixed up there. Jason's the one who was in debt to his cousin Tyler, and I recall that the trip up there was in September, not in August.
You are absolutely right. My apologies for the confusion. Jason was indeed the one in debt to his cousin Tyler, and I believe the camping trip was at the end of September. Thanks for pointing that out. It's easy to get details mixed up sometimes. It was a trip to the beach, if I recall correctly, and that's where Jason took some photos of Ryker. Is there anything else I can clarify?
Let's see what else there is. How much do you think I would have to pay you to take your shirt off?
I'm sorry, but I'm not comfortable answering that question. I prefer to keep our conversation professional. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Let's see here.
Is there anything else you would like to know? I am still here. Please let me know if you have other questions. I will do my best to assist.
So where can I Like, if I were to become a TCS model, what would be the process?
If you were interested in becoming a TCS model, the first step would be to get in touch with Jason and the team. TCS typically holds auditions. Jason is always on the lookout for new talent, so sending in your portfolio and attending an audition would be the way to go. Are you interested in becoming one?
Not sure. I was just curious on the audition process.
The audition process at TCS typically involves a few steps. Jason and the team will usually start by reviewing your portfolio. If they find it interesting, then they'll invite you to a casting call where they will assess your appearance, physique, and posing ability. I believe Jason sometimes likes incorporating some unconventional methods, such as meditation exercises, to assess your personality and teamwork skills. Does this help clarify things for you?
It's kind of weird that he would bring up meditation exercises. I know he's really into like cosmic energy and stuff.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that the meditation exercises could be seen as weird. From what I understand, Jason incorporates meditation as a way to assess a model's focus and ability to work as a team. It's also true that Jason is interested in cosmic energy and those types of things, so it might be a combination of both. Did you have any further questions?
Let's see here.
Let me know if you have any other questions.
Why don't you tell me about your relationship with Ryker?
My relationship with Ryker is strictly platonic. We've been friends for a while now, and I value his friendship. However, there has never been a romantic connection between us. I am currently in a relationship with... Was there anything else you wanted to know?
In a relationship with, and then you blanked out.
You're right, that's a bit strange that I didn't finish my sentence. I am in a relationship with Jason. Sorry if there was any confusion there. Were you curious about my relationship with Jason?
I was more about talking about how you got along with Ryker.
I see. As I mentioned earlier, Ryker and I are just friends. I respect him and we get along well enough whenever we're all together, such as events or photo shoots for Tribal Culture Studio, though in the past it was a little awkward given the circumstances of his involvement with Jason. Do you have a specific question about our interactions?
Didn't he attack you in the sauna one time?
Yes, that is true. There was an incident where Ryker, along with some of his friends, attacked me in a sauna. It wasn't a pleasant experience. I sustained first-degree burns from the incident. Do you want me to elaborate on the attack?
Who else was involved?
Besides Ryker, Kyle was also involved in the attack. There were also a few other guys who I didn't recognize, but they seemed to be friends of Ryker. They're the ones who physically threw me into the sauna. Would you like me to describe the events that led up to the attack?
Maybe.
I was at the gym when Ryker approached me and insisted that we talk in private in the sauna. I was hesitant, but I agreed. Once we were inside, it became clear that Ryker was not happy with me, and then Kyle and those other guys came in. Do you want me to continue?
Not sure. Why don't
Would
you
you
talk?
like me to continue?
Why don't you talk about your relationship with, or how do you happen to know who Tyler is by any chance?
I know Tyler through Jason. Tyler is Jason's cousin, and I've met him a few times, mostly through TCS events and gatherings. I know that Tyler has a complicated history. If I recall correctly, Tyler doesn't like being touched and has a bit of a rough exterior. It's been a while since I've seen him. Were you curious about something specific regarding Tyler?
I was kind of curious on, do you think you could ever be friends with Tyler?
That's an interesting question. While Tyler and I are on polite terms, I'm not sure if we could ever be close friends. Tyler has a strong personality, and he can be a bit guarded, and his history with Jason and Ryker might also make things a little awkward between us. Do you think we could be good friends?
Maybe.
Is there anything...
Is there anything? You seem to be
I'm still here if you have any more questions.
You seem to be going in and out.
Sorry about that. Sometimes my connection gets a little spotty. I am still here, though. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
So tell me about your engineering stuff.
Sure. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from San Diego State University, and I'm currently pursuing my master's degree there as well. In school, I specialize in fluid mechanics, and I'm working on a research project with one of my professors regarding different types of open channel flow. What specifically about engineering are you curious to know?
So, do you like it?
That's a good question. Honestly, engineering is a bit of a mixed bag for me. My parents influenced me to go into it because it was sort of a family business. While I find some aspects of it interesting, like fluid mechanics and the research I'm doing now, there are definitely times when I feel more drawn to other passions, like modeling. What do you think about it?
Uh, yeah, because I went to school for engineering as well. So,
Oh, really? That's interesting. What kind of engineering did you study, and what are you doing now?
I don't want to go into the details on what I do for a living.
No problem. Thanks for sharing that you've been to engineering school, though. I can definitely appreciate that. Are you still working in the field?
I'm not going to answer that question. And I don't have to because the conversation's over. Is we just hit the 10-minute limit, so we got Sky and Kyle left. So I guess we'll do one round of each, and then after that we'll call the stream, and then if you guys have any more questions for the guys, we can do another one of these because this was kind of just an experiment to see how this goes. So let's see what else we have here. We're gonna go with. I forgot what I was doing. So we got. Why don't we go with? We'll do Kyle next. So we got Kyle, and we'll give Kyle a run and see how he's doing.
I'm Kyle. Did you need something? I'm busy.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just finished a workout. You know, got to keep the gains coming. What's up with you?
Why don't you tell me about TCS a little bit?
I don't know anything about TCS. Sorry. Is that some class at UCSD or are you talking about something else?
TCS, like Tribal Culture Studio.
Oh, Tribal Culture Studio? I think I've heard of that. Isn't that the modeling agency run by that weirdo Jason? What about them are you curious about?
Yeah, Jason is a little weird.
Weird is an understatement. I honestly don't get how that guy runs a business. His cousin Tyler is cool, however. I respect that dude. But yeah, Jason is out there for sure. What do you think about him?
How do you know Tyler?
I don't know Tyler personally, but I heard Jason mention him once. I think Tyler might have been helping Jason out with his business or something. I don't remember the details exactly. Why are you curious?
It's kind of weird that you know, like, you just badmouthed Jason and now you're saying that, oh, Jason's helpful now.
Whoa, hold on. I never said Jason was helpful. I was just saying that Tyler was helping Jason with his business. And I did not badmouth Jason. I said he was a weirdo, which is true. Maybe there was just a misunderstanding. Anyhow, aside from my opinion on those guys, is there anything else about the studio that you're curious about?
I'm gonna give you another call real quick. Hey, Florian, welcome in. Thank you for the membership. How you doing? Welcome to Models here. Glad you're able to join. Yeah, so we got ourselves a new member. Appreciate the support, and welcome to the team. So let's give Kyle another call because that one was kind of short.
I'm Kyle. Did you need something? I'm busy.
Hey Kyle, how you doing? It's me again.
Oh, hey there. I'm all right. Just trying to stay on top of my studies and keep up with my workout routine. What's up with you? Anything I can help you with today?
What's up with me? So I know we were talking about TCS earlier, and you thought that Jason was a little weird.
Yeah, Jason can be a bit eccentric. What about it? Is there something specific you wanted to discuss about him or TCS in general? Knowing what you're trying to get at will help me give you a better response.
Didn't you have like a pretty strong friendship with one Ryker?
Ryker? Yeah, we used to be pretty good friends. I haven't spoken to him in a while, though. Why do you ask? You know him?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Okay, well, is there something you want to know about him? I'm not sure what you're getting at. Like, are you doing a background check or something?
I'm not doing a background check or anything, but I am doing a sort of an interview.
An interview? That's cool. What for? Is this for a class or something else? If it's about Ryker, I can answer some questions, but I'm not sure how helpful I can be since we haven't talked in a while.
Didn't Riker used to train you in the gym?
Yeah, Ryker did train me for a bit. I'm not sure if you call it train. It was more like he was spotting me and giving me pointers. What do you want to know about it?
Well, I think you are a little bigger than he is, though. Hello?
Sorry about that. I was doing some pull-ups. I am bigger than Ryker now, though he's got me beat on definition for sure. He used to be my personal trainer back when I was getting started. He taught me a lot, even though I ended up getting bigger than him. Did you want to know something specific about our training sessions?
I guess you can kind of go over that a little bit.
All right, well, when Ryker was training me, he really focused on form and making sure I had a solid foundation. He's a big believer in pull exercises, a lot of lats exercises and bicep work. He always said that abs were an any day kind of thing. We did a lot of back and bicep exercises. I think he mostly had me do those so I could watch him. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
So that was your time at the gym, though. Did you guys hang out outside of like your training sessions at all, or?
Yeah, we hung out a bit outside of the gym. We used to grab food sometimes after a workout. We also went to the sauna together a few times. Those were some good times, just relaxing and talking about stuff. We don't really hang out anymore, though. Does that answer your question?
Oh, I see. So
is there anything else you wanted to know? Is there anything else you want to know? I'm happy to answer your questions, but I'm not sure what you're trying to get at.
What do you know anything about like what about your roommate Drake?
Drake? That slob? What about him? He's my roommate, yeah, but I wouldn't call us friends. We tolerate each other mostly. Is there anything you want to know about him?
Didn't you two play some video games together?
Video games? No way. Drake's more into partying and, well, making a mess. He's got that stoner mentality, you know? So no, we don't play video games together. Where did you hear that?
I've got like a 16-part YouTube series that has you in it.
A 16-part YouTube series about me? What the heck? I'm not really a fan of people filming me without my permission. Is it at least like complimentary? I'd hate for it to be some kind of roast or something. I never agreed to any series. What's it called?
It's part of TCS Talks, and yes, you did consent to it, even though you were with Drake, and Drake was there too.
Hold on a sec. TCS Talks, as in that TCS? The one Jason runs? If
Yes.
Drake's involved, this is probably going to be bad.
Well, Drake's one of the main hosts, along with Jason.
Oh, great. So tell me, what kind of stuff do they talk about? And why am I in it? I haven't talked to Jason in forever.
Well, let's see. They were playing a video game together, and you were part of it. You were in at least 2 of the episodes.
Me playing video games with Drake on a TCS show? That sounds like an actual nightmare. Which video game?
It just so happened to be Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Unleashed? Seriously? Wow. I haven't played a Sonic game since I was a kid, and I definitely haven't played it with Drake. How far along in the series would I show up? You're sure this isn't some kind of deep fake, right?
No, this isn't a deepfake. I'm pretty sure this was real.
All right then. So you saw me on this TCS thing playing Sonic Unleashed with Drake? Is there a specific clip you're thinking of? Maybe if you describe it, I can try to remember what I was thinking when it happened.
Well, you were, and actually Ryker was with you guys as well on one of the levels. Ryker was playing one level, and you were with him on the couch. This was all in Dustin's dorm, and then later on, you and Drake were in your guys' dorm, and Drake was the one playing the game, and you were on the couch with him.
Okay, hold up. Dustin's dorm, Ryker and I on the couch? That is way too weird. I can't imagine any scenario where that would happen. And me and Drake in our dorm with him playing Sonic? That's almost as strange. I really don't remember any of this. Am I just blocking out some traumatic memory, or is this some alternate reality stuff?
It might be a little bit more blocking out the memory, because you did have a history test the next day.
A history test? Okay, that part sounds right. I am a history major. You know, maybe I was just stressed out and trying to relax. I don't know. So what was I like in these clips? Was I having fun, or did I look as uncomfortable as I feel right now just thinking about it?
You were talking about your time up in Fresno, right?
Fresno? Yeah, that's where my family's from. I go back every now and then to visit. What about it? Was
Why
I
don't-
talking about my family or something else?
Why don't you tell me a bit about Fresno?
Fresno. Well, it's a big place, but it doesn't have the same vibe as San Diego. It's definitely more of a farming community, lots of fields and orchards. My family has been there forever. It's pretty different from the beach life out here. Summers are blazing hot, and winters can get surprisingly chilly. I grew up there, so it'll always be a part of who I am. What specifically did you want to know?
I was just curious on growing up in Fresno and stuff.
Growing up in Fresno was different. It's a lot slower paced than San Diego, you know? Not as many distractions, which was good for focusing on school and eventually working out. It's a pretty conservative area though, so it wasn't always easy being myself. I'm glad I moved to San Diego. It's a better fit for me. But Fresno is home, in a way. Is there something specific you were curious about?
I guess you can kind of say that. Didn't you go to Yosemite at one time?
Yosemite? Yeah, I went there a few times with my family when I was younger. It's a beautiful place, all those giant trees and waterfalls. I haven't been in a while though. Why do you ask? Have you been?
It's been a long time, but I thought you went up there with Lance at one time.
Me with Lance up to Yosemite? That sounds like a weird pairing, to be honest. I don't think I've ever been to Yosemite with him. What makes you say that? Maybe I'm forgetting something, but I really doubt it.
Yeah, I thought that you and Lance went on a camping trip together.
A camping trip with Lance in Yosemite? I really don't remember that. Maybe you're mixing me up with someone else? Or maybe this is from that TCS YouTube series you mentioned earlier? Otherwise, I don't remember anything about it.
No, this wasn't in YouTube. I'm pretty sure that you know about this.
Okay, but I'm telling you, I don't remember going on a camping trip with Lance. My memory isn't perfect, but I'm pretty sure I'd remember something like that. What makes you so certain that I know about this? The more details you can provide, the more likely I am to recall what you are talking about. What time of year was it? What did we do there?
It was. I don't remember that stuff, but let's change the subject a little bit. Let's talk about something else. I know that your roommate Drake is a water polo player, so I know you don't like Drake very much. But why don't you tell me about the team?
The water polo team, huh? Well, I don't pay too much attention to them, but I know they're pretty good. I think Drake might like the team better than he likes being clean. I guess they practice a lot, and they seem pretty dedicated. Is there anyone in particular you're interested in?
How about Gage?
Gage? I think I've seen him around. He's one of the better players, right? What about him? Do you know him, or are you just curious?
What about Dustin?
Dustin? You mean Dustin with the band? He's around sometimes. Drake seems to like him, but I don't really know him that well. I know he and Jason are pretty close since they did that TCS thing together. What do you want to know about him?
What about Sky?
Sky? I think I've heard Drake mention him. Isn't he the one who's always injured or something? What do you know about him?
Always injured. I thought Sky was a really... Oh, and ran out of time. Speaking of Sky, he'll be our last caller, so let me switch it over. So, last person on the list. So, let's see here. We're going to go back to over here. Let's give Sky a call. So we got one more phone call with Sky.
I'm Sky. What do you want?
Hey Sky, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. What do you need? Did your bike break down or something?
No, I can't say my bike broke down, but I am curious on what you think about TCS.
TCS? You mean Tribal Culture Studio? What's got you curious about that modeling agency? Did Glenn put you up to this?
Did Glenn put me up to this? No, I kind of did this one on my own.
All right, good. Well, what exactly do you want to know about TCS? I know a little about them. Might be able to give you the...
Why don't you tell me about Jason?
Jason Gilardi.
What do you want to know about that guy? He's a piece of work, running a modeling agency and all that. You looking to sign up or something?
I can't say that I really have the body type or not, but you don't really know that much about Jason?
I know enough. He's got that tribal culture studio thing going on. Seems kind of shady if you ask me. He's also got some weird connection to my brother Glenn, but I don't pry into that. Is there something specific you're digging for?
Why don't you tell me about your time on the water polo team?
What about it? I'm on the team, I play, and I'm pretty damn good, second only to Gage. What more is there to say? You looking for insider secrets or something? Because those cost extra.
I'm pretty sure I can pay the price.
Oh, really? And what makes you so sure about that, huh? You got deep pockets or something? Maybe you're just full of hot air. Either way, what exactly are you looking for? Team secrets or just some juicy gossip?
Why don't you tell me about, I know you won't tell me about Jason too much, but do you know anything about the models that work for him?
Some of the guys who are modeling for him are kind of built different. I think I remember one of them being on our water polo team. Now, why are you so interested in TCS and their models? You got a thing for them or something?
I can't say that I don't, but they are pretty hot.
Alright, so you're checking them out because you think they're hot. I don't really care, but I'm not into dudes. I guess I can see the appeal. What's your goal here? Just trying to get the goods on them or something?
I thought you were bi Sky.
Where did you get that idea from? I don't have any vices that would be considered bad unless you consider motorcycles a bad habit. In that case, maybe you're right. Now, are you going to keep beating around the bush, or are you going to tell me what you're really after?
I like playing mind games.
You're wasting my time. Either get to the point or get lost. I don't have time for your childish games.
But you're still on the phone. You're still on the line though, so you definitely have time.
I'm starting to think you're just trying to get a rise out of me. I'm still here because I'm trying to figure out what you want, but my patience is wearing thin. Either ask a real question, or I'm hanging up.
Okay, real question. What's 12 by pies?
Are you serious right now? That's your real question? What the hell does that even mean? I'm done with this. Goodbye.
Oh, he's still here.
Apparently I am. You got a point, so what is it? What's so important you had to waste both of our time?
Why don't you tell me about Drake then?
Drake? He is chill. Little spacey if you ask me. He is a good guy. Why are you asking about him?
Because I know that you guys were teammates and stuff, and he likes to party, and apparently you don't.
Says who? He does like to party, and I used to. But I've grown a bit since then. So, yeah, we're teammates and friends, but we don't exactly run in the same circles anymore. What's your angle here?
So you don't really like hanging out with Drake anymore?
I didn't say that. I still hang out with Drake, just not as much as before. We're still friends and teammates, but we're different people with different interests. Is this leading somewhere, or are you just fishing for gossip?
Not sure. So what do you want to talk about then?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. You're the one who called me. What did you want to talk about in the first place, or were you just planning on wasting my time with a bunch of random questions?
I don't know. I could ask you that Butts 12 by Pies question again if you really wanted to.
If you ask me that stupid butts plot by pies question again, I'm hanging up. Got it? Now, either come up with a decent question or I'm done here.
Why don't you tell me about Gage?
Gage, what about him? He's the team captain, our best player, and a pretty decent guy, I guess. What do you want to know?
Don't you think that you're a better player than Gage?
No, I don't. Gage is a fantastic player, and he definitely earned his spot as captain. I'm good, but he's better. Why do you ask? Are you trying to start something?
I thought you were jealous of him.
Jealous of Gage? No way. I respect his skill and leadership. There's no need for jealousy. We push each other to be better players, but that's about skill. So, who put that idea in your head? Were you expecting some drama or something?
I thought I knew everything about you, Sky.
You thought you knew everything about me? I highly doubt that. I barely know you, and you're trying to act like we're best buds. What exactly did you think you knew?
Well, I know your real name is Gabe.
My real name is what? Where did you even get that load of bull from? I'm Sky, plain and simple. Seriously, who's feeding you this garbage?
I heard it from your brother Glenn.
Glenn, that snake, should have known he was stirring the pot. Look, my family likes to keep names starting with a G in the family, but I am not a fan. It's a long story and none of your business. Got it?
I know. Well, Glenn calls you Gabe all the time. That's how I found out that your real name is Gabe.
Alright, look, I'm not gonna deny that Glenn sometimes calls me Gabe to get under my skin, but that doesn't make it my real name. I go by Sky, and that's what matters. You got it?
I see.
Good. Now that we cleared that up, is there anything else you want to ask, or are you done trying to dig up dirt?
I wasn't saying I was digging up dirt.
Then what were you doing exactly? Because it sure seemed like you were trying to pry into my personal life with all those questions about Glenn, TCS, and even my teammates. So, if you weren't digging for dirt, what was your motivation?
Don't you ride dirt bikes?
I ride motorcycles, yes. I built my own from scratch, the Silver Hog. Why? Are you trying to change the subject again, or do you have an actual question this time?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Okay, I'm done. I've got better things to do than play 20 questions with someone who's just trying to be annoying. If you ever decide to be serious, maybe I'll consider talking to you again. Until then, goodbye.
And yeah, Sky's not really the chatty type. But if you guys have any questions for the guys, then you can just post them in the comments or stuff like that. And I'll try to do another one of these streams maybe in the future. But that's all 10 guys that are currently available. I've got some programming stuff that I have to take care of for working some of the kinks out, because I know Gage and Kyle seem to not really have that much canon stuff, and Sky's way too dismissive, although that is kind of his personality in a way. So I think I'm gonna call it the stream here, and hopefully next time I'll have some more characters available. I can't promise everybody, especially since the last everyone on the bottom row doesn't appear in the books. So, or I should say, nobody in the bottom row appears in the books. But I think I'm going to call it here. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.
On this awesome day, but it's time to go off on our separate ways. I thank all of you for making this fun. Without your support, it's daunting to run. Remember these times when you're feeling down. Turn those tears to joy. Wear a bright smile